Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for the weekend of January 31st, February 1st, and February 2nd, 2014. I am Astrologer David Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Well, this weekend I'm selling the big February webinar. We did it on Friday, and this one's going into the Mars getting ready for its retrograde, Venus getting out of Capricorn, and the Mercury retrograde that's going to happen. Check it out at my store, inclusiveastrology.com, or click on the link down below. And woo! Venus coming out of a retrograde this weekend. Mercury getting out of Aquarius and gonna dip into Pisces just for a little swim. And then it's gonna jump back into Aquarius this month with a retrograde. So this weekend really is a powerful signal from the universe, especially after a big pow new moon that was well aspected, especially with Uranus. I guarantee you stepped into this weekend excited, and it's almost like more excitement is here. Mercury, which is a big planet about communication, intellect, our minds wrapping up on thinking about everything, is going to take a swim into Pisces. Now, Mercury is not the best in Pisces, but what it does is it teaches the mind to go with the flow, to surrender to spirit, to pay attention to the things that just do not make sense. This is really good for spiritual channels. You know, this is not good for calculators, but it is great for losing ourselves in the flow, losing our minds in more of our art. This is great for artists, this is great for music, this is great for anybody that loses themselves in the mystical energy. And this weekend, with the moon going to pass over Mercury, and don't worry, we're going to talk about Venus going direct here in a second, but I'm building with this first because you have to see how we're being set up. We're being set up on a magical window. The window into this new portal, the imagination really stepping in. This is also about the power of spiritual creativity, the power of connection to the universe, the power of connection to your soul, of awareness, that this weekend is about. Whenever you have a moon and Mercury conjunction, our emotions become clear. Our mind starts to understand how we're feeling. And when we lock in like this, we really do get a grip on this reality, especially after a new moon. This is a weekend where we start to get the tread back in our life. We start to get our footing back in a very powerful way. We also start to escape any restrictions, restrict any of the serious energy out of our life, and start to lose ourselves, start to flow again. And Venus, which is going to be coming out of a big 40-day, 40-night retrograde, is going to do this right on Pluto. That there is a very big exposing this weekend. The exposing of really starting to channel and understand spiritually what all these events have been about for the last 40 days and 40 nights. I already feel like this has been coming on as this weekend has approached, as we've been starting to go, aha, I'm seeing why the universe has adjusted all these chess pieces in my life. There's a reason behind all this. And I'm a big believer in this, that this new age and what we're going through and the events that we're starting to see with the astrology, especially right now, is that we are destined for everything that has been put in front of us. I am such a huge believer in that, especially if you're in tune and awake, which most people are that watch this channel. That everything has been lined up for a reason. And this weekend is one of those weekends that's a flag from the universe that waves of, this is why. Do you remember now? Because when I say, do you remember now, do you remember the connection to yourself before you came down here? And that's what this is about this weekend. Understanding and uncovering the value systems and the relationships that are here to connect you on an adventure to a destiny, an achievement to the reason why you're here, to the accomplishment of why you're here. That's what destiny is fulfilling your fate. That I believe that we start to understand or be uncovered what fate has in store for us this weekend, that we begin to see behind the curtain and lose ourselves in the magic that fate has for all of us in our lives, that we really start to reveal the reason why we've been going through the last 40 days and 40 nights. Now, I think this is going to be an extended process with a weird retrograde coming and Mars getting ready for a retrograde, that we're not through or going to be completely knowing of everything. But it is this weekend that we start to really see why. We really start to be excited. We also start to become clear of the connection that we have with the universe. Or if you just want to say it, God. That this is a great weekend for feeling God again, as Neptune really wasn't part of the show for the last 40 days and 40 nights. Neither was Chiron. And the universe has directed all this energy into more of this spiritual, deeper connection, this connection with your soul again, that the noise of the world, the confusions of the emotions, especially as Jupiter is opposing Pluto exactly, and this Venus, energy, which signals that our emotions are ready to open up now, but we've been almost waiting to really reveal what the hell's going on here before we do. That's when you deal with Cancer. Cancer's a crab. Wants to hide and hang out in the shell before it feels comfortable enough to come out and run on the beach. And I believe that we're all getting ready to run on some beaches in our life, but there's been a lot of restriction. There's been a lot of, waiting for every piece of the puzzle to come together. And we're going to start to see the puzzle pieces click into gear and reveal the puzzle that is this map to why we're here, to what we were doing, because I'm a huge believer in 2012 and the new paradigm shifting and this new earth that is developing. And these are new relationships, new situations, new circumstances that are all starting to paint and build. And we are in Aquarius, which is about the connection to the one, which is about the connection to others, which is about the electricity in your life. But it only happens really well when you are connected to soul and when you have the right destiny or plans together. That electricity is sitting in between a spiritual connection and a grounded connection with a plan. That electricity needs power lines that are connected. It needs the grounding of this. It also needs the awareness of what electricity can do and what is it trying to light up. Because without that awareness, without the grounded energy, Aquarius just gets caught up or rebels and ends up nowhere. That it needs our life now to remember that we need to be connected to spirit, that we need to become aware of what's going on. And this weekend is about reawakening your awareness now and being excited for the new opportunities that are arising. Now, Venus is going to take one more month to get out of here in Capricorn. But what this shows is, now that you have been revealed what the puzzle looks like, it's almost when you do a puzzle and you start to go, oh, this is what the puzzle is. Or it's like, where's Waldo? It's like, oh, Waldo's there. Okay. That you start to understand the whole picture more of what your fate has set in before you. So the universe has a big, powerful, and beautiful message for you this weekend. As Mercury is going to stop on Neptune, pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to the very beautiful, or in some people's cases, eerie signs that the universe is trying to target and show you what your fate is all about. Check out my website, inclusiveastrology.com, if you have any questions, or if you want to have a one-on-one reading, or if you want to download the new February webinar. I'm putting it up on late Friday afternoon. But thank you guys for all of your support, and I will see you on Monday.